Okay, so I'm here at the gas station at Walmart dusting, and let me explain to you a little something about this place. I'll show you this. Now, years ago, Walmart did this thing where they allowed boondockers and all that stuff, and RVers, and they welcome people and all that. But a lot of them have changed their minds. They're living up to each independent Walmart. And there is a RV right here. I can't even see the license plate because I got a bunch of bicycles over it. The other day they had more bicycles than this. Or somebody's been stealing them. It's Florida tag. This RV has been here over a week. And apparently nobody's seen anyone come in or out of it. And the ladies at the gas station said, yeah, they're not supposed to park there. And we're going to have to call a tow truck to have it pulled out and removed. This front end up here, let me see, I can get a better picture. Ugh. And I'm really not getting a good picture. This front end over here to the left, okay, all this by the street was a good spot to park if you were boondocking years ago, but they sold this. They sold it or leased it to some company so they could put their stuff there. This is one of their trailers, the airbrush trailer. So it was separate from the Walmart because they had leased all this front end out. And they had immediately put tow signs up. Now they may have taken it back because these signs are matching the other signs, so they may have taken it back because that was like 5 or 6 years ago. But they have got these signs, like here's one here. The Destin, Florida Walmart and the Sandestin, Florida Walmart do not like boondockers, especially in RVs. You're going to get caught. It says no overnight vehicle or RV parking allowed. Unauthorized vehicles will be towed away at owners' or operators' expense and liability. Towing enforced at all times. And then they've got this older sign here. It says no overnight camping right here. Okay, towing enforced at all times. That's an older sign. And then they have got, now a lot of employees will park way out here in the back 40 so they don't get their car hit. Because let me tell you what, I worked a mall in Dallas, Texas, and even when you park in the back 40, oh my gosh, they're hitting your car all day long. This one says no overnight parking. But they have them like every couple of spaces. They've added more signs. Now, this is not a 24-hour Walmart any longer. Most of the Walmarts changed due to the pandemic. This one, until recently, was open until 8 p.m. Now it is open for the holidays till 11. But I looked on allstays because I couldn't figure out what in the heck was the deal with the RVs back in the auto department. And see, there's an RV right there, but at least they're not like open up rooms and they don't have stabilizers down or anything. But And then there's that white truck is around a lot. It's a Bama tag, and they got all that camping stuff on the top, back up there on the right. Yeah. These people are coming from different states. We're only lockdown states, and that Buick Roadmaster, I've only seen it move one time, and I think it belongs to an employee, and they're living in it. You know, last week there was a whole bunch of trucks and panel trucks that people were sleeping in over here. And then back here in Otto, sometimes RVs will go back here and park. Because I don't think there's any boondock signs back here. But let me tell you what, it pisses the auto people off bad. Because they have limited space for cars, for their employees, and for customers. But RVs will park here and take up all these spaces, and they will open up their rooms and put their stabilizers down and all that stuff. And the thing with that is they come in here early. They're here to work, and if you're going to block up 9 or 10 of their spaces, they're not going to be happy campers. That's for sure. So, if you're gonna boondock, the best thing for you to do is come in late and make a purchase in the store. Be quiet, leave early, don't bother anybody, purchase at the gas station, purchase at the store, leave quick. Because you can't just hang out. So, that's a tip, because this Walmart and the other Walmart do not like boondocking at all. It's easier to hide in a car than it is to hide in an RV, because they really don't like RVs here at all. But if you stay one night or 2 night, but I wouldn't stay longer than that. That big RV over by the gas station has been there at least a week, or over a week. And no one at that gas station has seen anybody come in and out. And I've never seen anybody. They did have a whole bunch of bicycles on the back, but they may have been stolen. But, yeah. There is a truck stop at Mossy Head. There's a rest stop that's not too bad. I'm not a big fan of rest stops. That's out by Panama a ways. It's up in another town north of that. And then there's let's see, there's a rest stop between Crestview and Mossy Head. But, rest stops are pretty dangerous nowadays. That's a fact. So do pay attention, and don't believe what Allstays says, because I read the Allstays thing the other night, because I was like, where are these RVers coming from that are parking back in Otto? Because it makes Walmart furious. They'll have the sheriffs come up there with them and knock on the door and tell you to get out. And Allstays says some stuff on there. Well, yeah, you could just park over there by the nursery, by the auto department, and do this and do that. And that is not true. That's the worst place to go, because that's the first place they're going to throw you out of. And there's tons of RV parking around here that you can pay for. Tons of it, but they won't usually let cars in. So, and then of course, if you have, that, whatever that pass is, they have different types of passes where you can use different RV lots all across the United States. And you can sign up for one of those. But I had a friend of mine the other day said, oh yeah, you can park RVs at all Walmarts around the States. And I said, nope, not true. It's changed since then. Here's the problem. It's like when I went to the Carolinas, there was a guy set up in a parking lot. I could hardly turn my car around, my Cadillac. I drove it up there. I could hardly turn my car around at the end of the parking lot because this guy had all the rooms open, stabilizers, steps, and then he had the awning pulled out, and he had chairs and all this junk, and it was ridiculous. It was purely ridiculous. And that's what they don't like. They don't want you camping, setting up house, and rest stops are the same way now. They don't want you setting up house. You can stay the night there, but you can't be doing, like, you know, awnings and rooms and all that stuff and hanging out there, you know, for a week and all that. They don't like that. So, there you go. It's all about boondocking. Talk to you later.